Hey everybody, and welcome to basically the last week of class, okay? So, appreciate the work you've done. You submitted your milestone 4. I'm going to give you your feedback on that as soon as I possibly can this week, because you're going to need that to submit your final plan. I'm going to put out an announcement with all the details of what the final plan should be, probably even on Monday. So, you'll get that real soon. But I will give you your feedback as possible on milestone 4. All right, so let's talk about this week. One of the topics I really like to cover in this is that you guys, you're, basically younger people who are going into the world of marketing or anywhere in business management. Anywhere in management, it doesn't really matter that much. You have to ask a lot of questions about AI and big data. We've talked about it a lot, how much it's being used and adopted in the marketing world, and management in general. With that comes a little bit of scary. So I produced a video. This was for a class last term, but it doesn't really change that much. So I want you to look through those things. They're under content for this week. And in fact, I really want you to do my take on those, or your take as we call them, and on these 3 different things. So please read through them and understand what they are. There's no right or wrong answer here, and don't try to answer it in a way that I'm looking for a right answer. There is not one. It really has to do with what you see and what you understand from what is being presented to you, and you have to really think long and hard about that. It's only going to get more pronounced as you go along. So you guys need to think about this now. You need to think about, okay, what do we say in that situation? You want to submit your final plan by Sunday, May 4th. I'm going to put out a summary of what you need to do. It's really not too big of a deal, honestly. It's more a matter of putting together your milestones and creating a logical flow. I hope you've seen that by now, that your milestones and what you've written are a logical flow towards a complete marketing plan. And that's what you're going to do. You're going to borrow from those things. I hope you've been making the revisions, because that is important. And by the way, I do look to make sure that you made the revisions I suggested you make. And then you're going to submit a final plan. Like you're submitting it to the board or the upper management of an organization. So that's what you want to be able to do, and you're going to do that, and you're going to post that next week as a summary in a discussion post, so everybody can read it too, so they can see what you came up with. It's kind of fun to do. There's nothing wrong with that, and I want you to reply to others' posts as well. All right. Okay, so that's a lot, but it's not going to be that hard to do, as I've mentioned. You're going to wrap it up, basically. So, and when you see what's involved with the final plan, you're going to say, okay, well, that's just like a lot of copying and pasting. I caution against that. You might want to look at that a little more closely than that, but pretty close to it. So you'll be in pretty good shape. All right, so that's it. That's what we're doing to wrap up the class. If you have any questions at all, please let me know sooner than later. I can help you out, and we will go from there. And I wish you the very best of luck.